channel. So this is a new channel that my husband and I are starting for showing how we're resellers and that we're thrifting, and we resell off of eBay and Mercari. And we just decided to start making videos about it because we know a lot of people are really interested in it. And we love watching like other resellers buying and thrifting and showing what they're finding and stuff. And so because every time we go we forget to make a video, I have a short clips of us at the thrift store the other day at, it wasn't a Goodwill, it's a Deseret Industries DI, but it's like a Goodwill where we live. And yeah, so I'm just going to show you what those clips of us shopping, and then I'm also going to show you what we actually picked up and bought as well. And then I'll show you what the estimated prices are going to be, and then hopefully down the road we'll make videos of what actually sold and sold for how much as well, so you guys can see that as well. And sorry for this little bit of hair. I've been trying to fix these. I have cowlicks and they like to stick up no matter what I do almost, so sorry about that. But yeah, so anyway, here's some footage of shopping. Okay, so here we are shopping in the store, and as you see, there's quite a bit of clutter on the shelves, but that's how we kind of like it, because that's how you find the treasure. Yeah, and as you see, I picked this up, and it was very cheap, the owl, and it was very like lightweight ceramic, so it wasn't anything special at all. So I just put it back on the shelf, and I'm just giving another once over because when I first came to the store, I did forget to record, so I'm just giving the new ones over. And these I thought were super adorable, but they didn't have any like name or tag or anything on them, so I just didn't know. Now these salt and pepper shakers, they were damaged, so I put them down. These cast iron ducks were hand painted, but they weren't done very well, so I just also put them down. Okay, so see, I'm just gonna keep looking, see if there's anything else that maybe I missed. This squirrel was awfully cute, but it was lightweight, wasn't really worth anything. Those Asian dolls, they were cute, but they weren't like Kokeshi dolls or anything, so I just left them there. Now this piece was a really great piece. I was excited about it. I know they sell for decent money. Super cute, but look at this. Major damage on the tail. And I was sad about that, so I left it behind because of that damage. This looked like it was just probably from the dollar store, so I left it. Not interested in anything from the dollar store. And as you see, there are some vintage pieces that you could see that I wasn't picking up and stuff because I already looked at them, but they weren't anything that was really worth any money or anything real special. Now this was super cute, piggy bank. I thought it was absolutely adorable, but there's a lot of chipping on that ear, so I wasn't going to buy it for reselling. I did end up buying it because my daughter was begging me for a piggy bank, and that's the one that she chose, even with the chips, so we did end up buying it. Now I'm just looking in the Christmas section to see if there's anything that I didn't notice from before. And then I found this, and I thought it was really awesome. The Nutcracker trinket box. And I noticed it's wind up music. I'm like, and I was just checking it for any damage, which I didn't see. And I struggled opening it, but I saw that it played music and it danced, and I thought it was awesome, so we got that for $1. Just looking to see if there's anything else that I didn't see from earlier. That sound was really lightweight, not really anything. And then I moved it so I could look at this piece. And it is like a vintage hobbyist piece. It was hand painted by someone, and they did a good job, but I don't know, it just was really lightweight. Didn't feel like anything special. This trivet, I thought was super cute. I was just reading what the tag said. It was from like Japan, but there was damage on the front of it, so I left it. I didn't feel it was worth $2, so I put it back, and then I showed my husband where the damage was because he asked me. They had a lot of like hobbyist pieces in, which sometimes I will get a hobbyist piece if it's done really well or depending on what it is. But it has to be really spectacular for me to get it if it's a hobbyist. I'm just continuing looking. And this is like the holiday section. Obviously, it goes from like Christmas to Halloween / Thanksgiving, fall, and then it goes to Easter. And even still, sometimes you find things that are great that I either buy for myself to keep for my own decorating or to sell. Now we're in the cups section. And sometimes you find great cups, sometimes you don't. This one I thought was super cute. It was adorable. And it was vintage, but it wasn't worth a lot of money, so I just put it back, even though it was super cute. This one's a giraffe mug. Yeah, there's not really any special mugs that I saw this trip, which is too bad. And then I looked up here, which I was trying not to film other people because the shelves are kind of short, and I'm short, so it was hard for me not to film other shoppers. And this, I was vintage, and it was cool looking, and it was heavy, but it wasn't anything real special. And this was a bear I found, and that was my husband looking it up, the price for like $24 if it sold, so we did end up getting that. Now we're looking in the clear section, not really seeing anything super amazing. These, as I look closer, they were really like shiny, sparkly, and they were pretty, but you know, not really anything special for selling. That's when it comes to reselling, it needs to be something that you're going to make decent enough money off of to be worth buying, even for the cheap prices. Like, it needs to be worth your time of holding it, waiting for it to sell. These, they were really cool, but they were only the little plates. Like, there weren't any bigger plates in it. Otherwise, maybe it might have been more worth buying, but... And these, if there had been more of them, besides just the two, I would have bought them because they were vintage and they were really cool. I really liked them, but there was only two, so I left them there. These dishes I thought were cool. They were Franciscan dinnerware. I've only knew about the desert rose pattern, I guess, and I was excited that there was a different pattern that I hadn't seen. But there were just the plates. I left them there. There was more of these plates, but again, they were just nothing special. These were Rachel Ray, so nothing real special. Left them there. And that Mickey, my husband put on the shelf. He looked it up and it wasn't really worth anything, so he left it there. And this is a Pyrex. It was okay, but it wasn't the greatest condition, so I left it there. Just looking at these bowls, see what they are. But they're, sometimes if there's cool dinnerware like that, I'll get it. Like these, I think they're super cute, but those were the only, saucers there. They didn't have any other of those dishes there. These, I thought were very cool. I did put in my cart, but then we ended up not buying them. We did look them up, and we could have gotten, double what we paid for them, but because of how long cups sometimes sit, it wasn't worth buying. Now, this cup, I picked it up and looked at it and showed my husband that the crazy lamp lady, she sold like a bunch of those cups like that, Christmas ones even, for quite a bit of money. But there was only one, so I put it back. She had like a whole like set of them, like 6 or 8 of them. So that's why I was just telling my husband and showing him, so if he ever saw more in good condition, that it would probably be something worth getting. I'm just looking at these, I'm always hoping I'll see Glassy Baby, but haven't yet. But I'm sure the day will come. This we thought was cool, but it was like hand painted, like that gold, and when you looked up close, it didn't look very good, so left it there. And this I thought was, pretty, but it was flashed and it was peeling, wasn't worth getting. This was modern and it was lightweight, so I was like, not worth getting. This, as you can see, I'm using my black light to see if those glowed, because if they did, they'd be more worth the time of getting, because then they'd be uranium glass cups and they would sell for more. Now I'm in the wood section. Sometimes I find really great things in the wood section and sometimes I don't. And today I didn't really find anything spectacular, so I didn't get anything in the wood section this day. This I was just showing, we picked up in the Christmas section, and it was Japan. You put incense in it and then you hang it up as an ornament on your tree, but it wasn't really worth anything, so we put it back on the shelf. These I was just picking up, like, what would you use wood picks for? Like, I don't know what you'd use them for, but left them back on the shelf. Just looking. Yeah, not really seeing anything to say. I always look through the picture frames too, because sometimes you find a really good work of art or a picture frame or something that is just awesome. But not this day. I didn't really find much at all. This I was showing, it was super cute, the Winnie the Pooh, but again, it wasn't really worth my time or my money, so I left it there. But it was really cute. Okay, so now that you saw us a little bit of a shopping in the store, not a lot because there was a lot of people around as well, so it was kind of hard to shoot without getting people in the camera, because obviously we don't want to video anyone that doesn't want to be videoed. So sometimes that makes it hard to do that. So I'm just going to show you what we actually ended up going with and buying. So we got this. I don't know if you can see, it's vintage. It says Tupperware. And my husband really likes selling the Tupperware. It doesn't always sell for a ton of money, but actually some of them we've earned really good money on. We usually try to look them up before we buy them, to make sure we're gonna have a good price. But this one, I thought I found it actually for him, but I thought it was really interesting. Those like bento boxes, it's kind of like a vintage bento box. So it looks like this when you take the lid off, and then this part you can take out, and then you see in there, and of course it says Tupperware on the bottom as well. But it was very good condition, and we looked it up. It has all the parts. It looks like it might be missing a part because of this empty space, but I think that's just so you can move it any direction you want to, or even not have it in. But yeah, it's like a vintage bento box, so it's kind of cool. I didn't realize they made them like that, but Tupperware is really a good quality brand. Okay, then I also found this, and it's just a little keychain, and usually I don't go for this kind of stuff, but it's made out of all wood, and look how cute it is. Like, it's got the different colors of wood, even the eyes and everything, and elephants are really good subject matter for selling with thrifting, and it looks like that on both sides. It was 50 cents, so I think this was a great pickup, because even if I could only sell it for like $10 to $12, that's still quite the profit for only buying it for 50 cents. And it was like perfect condition. Elephants are great subject matter. It's made out of all the wood, so that kind of ups the price value on it. So every little bit counts. And that Tupperware, we bought it for 75 cents. So that should be hopefully a good amount as well. And then I found this in the Christmas section. And it's just a little nutcracker, but it is a trinket box. And trinket boxes, some do well and others don't do the greatest. But I bought this for $1. And usually they're even cheaper than this, but I think because it was Christmas and because of what it is, they marked it up a little bit. But I thought it was interesting. On the bottom, it winds up. See, it winds up, and it still winds up good. The snap on it is great. Like, it still opens and closes perfectly. There's, like, no chips or anything wrong with this. And it's super cute and great for Christmas, but I liked it because when you open it, it's a music box. See? Oops. Yeah. And then when you close it, it stops playing. And it was in great condition. Everything on the inside's great. It's like a little music box, trinket box / thing. So I think that'll be good. Even if we only get like $20 for that, it's a great buy. Okay, and then we got these 2 teacups. We don't always get teacups, but sometimes we do. Because sometimes they sell for a good amount. So we got these. See, they have beautiful gold, and this one's got flowers. Same with the teacup. See, and underneath, oh, this one didn't have a marking. That's interesting. The other one we got did have a marking, but this one doesn't, even though it looks almost the exact same, but it's kind of iridescent. I bet it's the same brand as that, so I'll show you what that brand is. But yeah, they're iridescent and they're just very pretty and cute. And then we got these for 75 cents for the cup and $1 for the matching plate. Saucer, not plate. And then the other one we got, it looks like this. It's a bit more Asian, but you see how it has the white iridescence and the gold and then the pink. It's a different design. See, here's the teacup. And this was 75 cents for the teacup and $1 for the plate as well. And, oh, it's Nasco, Japan. So, and they have the original sticker still on. So I bet that's what that one is as well, since they look almost the exact same, just the design is different. So, again, even if those sell for, I don't know, even $10, $12 a teacup set, like, that's still quite the profit. And we usually try to look for either doubling our money or more. We prefer more, but if it's at least doubling our money, we'll usually go for it. We did find this set of 4 vintage cups that were green that looked like they might light up, but when we used the black light, they didn't light up, so they weren't uranium glass at all. But we looked them up and it was like $24, but it would have been like $12 to buy them, which is still doubling our money, which is good. But sometimes with cups, when they sit a long time, you have to really make that decision. Like, so usually we try to go for more than doubling our money if it's something that we know is going to sit for quite a while. So, and we look at the percentage of that too, or at least a $20 profit on top of what we have to invest to buy it, packaging, all of that we get to keep. So those are kind of the rules we go by. Either more than double or at least double, depending on what it is, or at least a $15 to $20 profit after everything else is said and done. So we go by at least whichever of those rules. Anyway, then I bought these, and at first I bought them to resell, but then I was like, I think I'm going to keep them for me, but I'll just show them to you. So I found these 3 little bunnies. They're all identical to each other. The ears have like bendy things in them. They have the cute bows, cute little faces. They're like burlap, and they're weighted. Cute buttons and everything, but they're like perfect condition. They're all identical to each other, and they weren't $1 each. And these I was gonna sell as well, but I think I'm gonna keep them because I don't have that many Easter things, and I'm always on the lookout for holiday decor, especially decor I don't have. And even like I have tons of Christmas decor, but if it's like decor that I'm like really into, I'll still get it. Oh, I also found this showing Easter. I bought this again. At first I was thinking to resell, and it was $2, but it's giant. See, look how big it is. And it was like perfect condition. Look how cute this bunny is. Has the bendy ears, weighted, so cute. And this actually was dandy. I don't know. I think it was like a Hobby Lobby piece, but I don't know for sure. But I love it, and so I'm going to keep it for my Easter decor as well, even though it's not Easter time anymore. But that's the other thing I love about thrift stores. If you find something even for as decor for a different holiday that's like way past or way in the future, but you like it, buy it, because you'll save so much money, and then you can use it to decorate with. So I do that for myself all the time. All right, and then we found this. I found this, and it's handmade, so it's not like something you would find anywhere else. So it's like a one-of-a-kind piece. Someone made it, and the details on it are just great. It's like made out of like this burlap type sack thing, and it's got the cute plaid that's really in, the red plaid. They made a cute little apron, cutest little face, but nice. And this is cute enough. I would love to keep it even for my girls' room decorate or my house or something, because I love this kind of decor. But I'm probably going to sell this one because I don't have anywhere to put it, even though she's the cutest kitty ever. And I love it because the apron comes with the 3 little kittens. And when I first found it, one of the kittens was missing. But then my daughters, I told them about it, showed it, and my one was like, oh, I saw that. And we went back to find it. We couldn't find it. But then my other daughter, she spotted it. And I was so happy. So then I bought it for $2. And I was like, it's a complete little kitty set that I bet will sell for decent money, even though it's handmade, because it's well made. It's a one-of-a-kind piece. And it's so cute. And for people who love like the kind of decor that I love, like the rustic country look, they'll love it. Even if they're getting it for a daughter, a little girl or something. It's adorable. Okay, and then I found this stuffed animal. We don't always get stuffed animals. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But I found this, and I was like, this looks like something to me, like, because of the fabric. But it's definitely vintage, but we looked it up, and I think, and I have the footage of showing my husband looking up on his phone how much it was, but I don't remember quite at this moment. I think it was like $30 or something. So that's really great. We only paid like, I think $1.50 on this. It didn't have a tag on it, so they priced at the checkout for us. I think it was either between I think it was $1.50, to be honest. We got a great deal on it. Sometimes these things are even like $3 at our thrift store, but we got for $1.50. And it's definitely vintage, and so if my memory serves correct and it sells for $30, that's great. There was a tiny little tear on it right here, but because of where it's at and how it is, I can fix it. I can sew it, so I'm going to sew that and stitch it up so it's like perfect looking still, and then so when we sell it, we'll have quite the profit on that. And now I only have one more thing to show you guys, and again, this isn't to resell either, this is for me to keep, but I think it's fun to show you things even if you decide to keep it for yourself that you're buying that you would resell or could resell if you weren't keeping it. So I'm doing that. So this I also bought. It says Joy. I'm sure the camera's making it look different, but I love it because it has the cardinals. It's sparkly. It's got the rustic, like the wood look, and the pine cones and everything. It's just a plaque, and it's for Christmas time, of course. And this is a Hobby Lobby piece, and we paid $4 for it because it is a Hobby Lobby, but it was like perfect condition. It was like brand new. So I got it because I just love it. Although now I'm just noticing I see repair on the beak of the cardinal, like the residue glue from them repairing it. So obviously it got broke and they repaired it, but if I just barely notice now, it's fine. I mean, for resale, that would be like a real bummer. And just, I hate that when you think you check it and it looks good and then you're like, oh, we're good to go. And then later when you're posting it to sell, you're like, oh crap, and you see that, and then you have to mark it as it has something wrong with it. So then your price has to go down. That's really irritating. But if it's just for yourself and it's not that noticeable, I don't get that upset usually. So, and I've still had people buy stuff from me that, even though I clearly mark that there's something wrong with it, and I also write it in the description, I take pictures of it, because I want to be honest in my reselling that everyone knows when there's something wrong with the item and what's wrong. And I've had people buy so many things from me even with something wrong with it, that I just charge less for it, but that's okay. And sometimes if I find something and I know there's something wrong with it, but I look it up, and even with what's wrong with it, I'll still make enough money off of it, I'll still get it. So I just clearly mark it so everyone knows that it's not perfect condition. So that's just why I think for anyone who wants to resell, you just need to be honest about everything to cover your own butt, as well as, I mean, if I think I'm buying something perfect condition, doesn't come in perfect condition, I'm going to be angry. But if I know it's not going to come in perfect condition, and I decide I'm okay with that and I buy it anyway, then, that's, that's up to everyone, decision and discretion. So anyway, that's all we got in this thrift haul. But we're going to try to remember every time we go to record in video, and so the video should be better. I'll show you what we're going through and finding and putting in the cart. Sometimes we put things in the cart to look them up later at the end after we've kind of gone through everything. And then I'll always show you what we actually ended up buying and what I think they're going to sell for approximately. And then I'm also hoping to make videos to show what they actually sell for. So yeah, just as a way to educate people, and they're really entertaining. It's entertaining to watch people shop, so I watch them all the time. So hopefully you guys like it, and yeah,